Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of 15-Minute Builds. And in today's episode, we are going to be building this silo. I've been a little inspired by Stardew Valley with all the farm stuff. So, this is what we're going to build. Now, a couple things to note about this build. I'm using brick and quartz in this one. I think in the one that we're about to do, I'm going to use brick and stone slab. It can really be any two materials, as long as one of the materials has slabs, and I would pick something that has a bit of contrast and something that goes relatively well together. But it's really simple build, so we're probably going to spend some time landscaping in this one as well. So let's go ahead and get right to building. I'm going to put 15 minutes on the clock starting right now. So the first thing we'll want to do is, let's give ourselves some space here. We're going to lay out a little circle. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So it'll be just like this, super easy. Then we're going to take each one of these up to 15 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? Or if you want easy math for resource gathering, you can make it 16, because then each one of these will be a fourth of a stack. Up to you. So let's go ahead and build all of these little blocks up to 15 high. There we go. Oh, come on now. Got it. And all the way up, just like so. So yeah, this would go very well in pretty much any farm. You could do something similar to it in like an older farm. If you want to use like maybe stone brick and spruce for the roof or something like that. Or on a modern farm, you could do maybe iron blocks and quartz. I mean, it really just depends. I would just go something with that kind of matches the materials around it. And as I said, one of the two blocks that you have to use, one of the two materials has to come in slabs because we're going to need the slabs for the roof. So we've almost got this built up all the way. Just 3 more columns to go. And there we go. Last one. Okay, and that took 1 minute and 48 seconds, so not too bad. All right, now we need to do the roof, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So the first thing we're going to want to do is put down full blocks right here, or 2 slabs if you're doing it that way. Okay, then go up and another full block. Over and another full block, just like that. Okay, now we're going to put a full block here. We're going to put a full block here. We're going to put a full block here and a full block here. What we're basically doing is kind of laying out where exactly we're going to put the full blocks. This is probably one of the easier ways to make a roof that's kind of dome-shaped like this, okay? So that's basically what we're doing. And we'll just do something like that, okay? Now we have a bunch of spaces that aren't being used, so let's put slabs in like this and like that, okay? So basically just fill in all the holes with slabs, like so, and then on these ones, just plop another slab on top like that. And is that it? That's it. Okay, cool. So there's that. Now, here, we're going to go up a half block like this. Okay? So we'll have something that's basically this shape, and we're just capping it off there. And then I'm going to put a trapdoor right here, just so you can get down into this place if you want. For just a little bit of detail, I think what I'm going to do is grab some hay bales. Here we go. And we've got plenty of them. We can put 1 torch at the very bottom if you really want, just to make it mob safe. It's up to you. But I think like right here, we're going to put in we'll just put in a layer of hay bales to make it look like the silo is full. So we'll just kind of do something along these lines. There we go. And then we'll add a couple more kind of spread about like so. And can I get out now? Yes, there we go. So we got that in there. Okay, cool. Now we need the ladder that goes up the side. So we want to make it one that you jump up to get. And we'll just go up all the way to the top, up there. Now, in a real silo, you'd have iron bars that come up like this, or basically guardrails to keep you from falling off and dying. But I found that if you start them too low, it actually looks kind of bad. It's a little too bulky. So I think what we're going to do instead is we'll only put the iron bars on like the top two rows up here. And then the rest of them we'll leave just like this. So you come up the ladder, and if you want access to the silo, you can just plop in like that. So super, super easy. And we've got our dome shape, and that is pretty much the whole silo, but we have a ton of time left. So let's do a little bit of landscaping around it as well. I should not have put those hay bales away. There we go. Let's grab some coarse dirt. Let's grab maybe some podzol and maybe a little bit of gravel as well. We'll also need some bone meal, and I think that'll do. So first and foremost, let's lay out some coarse dirt around here. And actually, you know what? Let's also grab some jungle wood slabs and some oak leaves. There we go. So what I want to do is just kind of mix in some coarse dirt around the base of this guy. Like this. And I think that's actually a little bit too much coarse dirt centered in one location. So let's actually fill that in, and we'll do maybe a path like this. Because we want to make it look like there's a path that leads up to it, but we don't want the path to be like super, super well traveled or anything like that. We want it to just be kind of, that is way too straight. There we go, that's a bit better. And then we'll just mix in some coarse dirt kind of around the base, like so. Then we can kind of come back to this path and mix in maybe a little bit of podzol. And maybe a little bit of jungle wood as well. I really like this mixture. This is one of my favorite mixtures for a path. So we get kind of this path that leads up to it like this. Let's maybe take that one out and put grass in there. Maybe a jungle there. And a coarse dirt here. So it kind of curves around. Podzol, jungle, coarse dirt. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, awesome. And then we'll just kind of mix in coarse dirt randomly around the base as well. I think I'm going to go without the gravel. Let's go ahead and bone meal some of this stuff around the base of the silo like so. Maybe a little bit over here and a little bit over here as well. Imagine that we had like a barn over here. That'd be kind of cool. And then to add a little bit of height variation, we'll make some of this grass a little taller. And that looks pretty good. Let's maybe grab a poppy and put like a red flower over there. And maybe one here. How's that look? That looks pretty good. I like it. Okay. Now, for some extra detail, we can maybe make a couple piles of... there we go. We can make a couple piles of hay bales. Just like over in here. Maybe kind of like that. We don't want it to look super planned or anything like that. We just want some hay bale piles. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then here we can maybe do something similar. Just kind of get that going, and, however we want to lay it out is probably fine. Just something like that. That looks pretty good. Maybe this one will have going that way. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Okay, cool. Then maybe like back here, we can put some sort of water feature. We'll just fill that in. There we go. Get that going. And we could maybe plant a little bit of sugarcane if I can find it. There we go. Plant a little sugarcane back here. Just a tiny amount of it. I don't think I care for that, actually. I changed my mind. Maybe we'll just bone meal around it instead. And then near this guy, we'll have more of these too tall grass because it's around the water. Yeah, that looks good. And then this path almost looks like it kind of leads over there. So what we could maybe do is actually turn this into a proper path. Like so. Bone meal, maybe that. So that kind of leads off over here to the water. And we could do maybe like a little water pump of some sort. Maybe like, let's see, what would be the best way to do this? Probably a tripwire hook and a cobblestone wall, maybe? Can you put a tripwire hook? No, you can't. Maybe this would be the way to go. Just put a water... That kind of looks water pumpy. Sort of. Kind of. I think it's pretty much as good as we're going to get in Minecraft, at least. I'm sure there's another design out there somewhere for one, but there you go, guys. We got a silo, and I'm going to call this one done at 11 minutes and 20 seconds. So there you have it, guys. A silo to add to all of your Minecraft farms. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.